Hello guys, and welcome to another day on my ride share channel. My name is Serge, and I just taken somebody to the airport. This was about like an 8 mile run. As far as minutes go, I probably spent about 15 minutes doing it. It's not bad. I mean, things are kind of getting busy. This is a good area, so I wanted to make sure that I go ahead and take that and put myself in a better location. But I'm still going to be watching out to make sure that I'm not being ripped off, because I do not want to make $15 an hour. That's just really messed up. Guys, did you know when I was working for like Lyft, I noticed 2 days in a row they were just offering me every little thing, and I'm like a good boy taking every little thing that they offered. And then I looked for 12 hours. You know how much I made? $87. And this was last year when fuel price was this low, and I was driving a Nissan Altima that had like 35 miles per gallon. And guys, I only made $87 and spent like 40 on fuel 2 days in a row. And I'm thinking, well, what's going on here? Because up until that point, when I took every single ride, I was making like 280, 300, 350. And I'm thinking like, boy, this is great, because I just started working Lyft, and I thought, man, like there's all kinds of money here. And I literally thought about, what if I upgrade my car, like so I could, mine was a 2013. I'm thinking, what if I buy something newer so I could do comfort rides and some luxe rides, things like that. Started thinking a little bit big, and I almost convinced myself to buy something. Oh good, that resulted in a tip, that trip. Now that was 3 ladies that I took, so now that trip I came out ahead. So that was a good airport run that I did. But anyways, good thing that I did not buy nothing new. I do not recommend buying a luxury vehicle just because you think you will make a little bit more money on doing like luxury and green rides and stuff like that. Guys, I'll tell you this, you will not, and I repeat, you will not make any more money just because you're not doing UberX. You will make the same, seriously. And I could say that because I have tried working in a Tesla in the latest model. I could have accepted UberX, Uber Comfort, Green, anything. And I'll tell you guys, the best that I was making a day is 300, and some of my worst days was still 150. So yeah, like that's not that great. I'm looking at some traffic up ahead because somebody decided to knock off to crash into a light pole, which caused it to fall in the road, and now they have the whole road blocked. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah guys, so I just want to be able to basically spread my experience, my information, what I have, my experiences with Lyft and Uber. I do not want to make things in a negative light. I do want to make money in this business, and I'm sure you guys do too. And I will tell you this, when you're a brand new driver and you're just starting out, they will give you everything the best, like the best runs, and that will cause you to feel as if it's always gonna be like that, and it just won't. It's sort of like in their algorithm to make you make a little bit more money. After that, you get used to it, and you might have made a mistake by that time and buying a brand new car. Do not buy a brand new car, but if you do want to test the theory, if you're correct, better yet, just rent a car. Rent the car that you're thinking about buying and see what kind of experience you're gonna have with that. It might be good, it might be bad, and see if that really makes sense for you. Now, I already many times thought about buying a brand new car, many times. Okay, so I'm not gonna say that I didn't. Somehow I'm better than anybody else, but each time I came to the conclusion that no, I do not want to buy a car. And why is that? Well, first of all, looking at just taking everything to a side, buying a brand new car causes you to immediately be a slave. Immediately. You're no longer a free person. Now you must do Uber or Lyft. You don't have no other options. And I know what you're thinking, well, I could pay for this thing in a week. And I know you can. And maybe that's gonna work out for you. But ultimately, what I don't like about it is that you no longer own yourself. You will now have to work. And with me, I do not have to work because I don't have a car payment. So my car is used, and I noticed my Nissan Altima, my BMW, I'm making exactly the same as I was making. The Tesla that I was using, which I was renting, I was making the same. I was hoping to make a lot more money, and I was trying to justify it in me purchasing a Tesla. And guess what? I even ordered the Tesla, and it recently came in, and I still decided not to get it. So of course I bought one. Well, I didn't buy it. I was planning on buying the dual motor long range performance, and I did not buy it because $65,000 car. By the time I get done paying for it, if I use it with Uber, I will end up having roughly 580,000 miles on it. So by the time I pay it off in 6 years, it's gonna have that many miles. And yes, it will save money in fuel if I am using it to do Uber. But one thing I've learned, Teslas, they will also break down. You'll have other problems that's very expensive to fix, and it's really hard to really know what problems you will have. But if you just go to some forums, you do some little research, you will realize the battery pack is like $30,000, and some people say it lasts like 500,000 miles, but others say it lasts like not even a year. And it's all because of how you charge. Maybe you charging it correctly, it's gonna last you. If you're not charging it correctly, it will not last you, and that is a big problem. So you don't want to overcharge the battery. You want to make sure you only charge it to like 80%, at most 90, because the battery is going to get damaged, because electrons, they don't have nowhere to go, and they end up bouncing around, damaging your battery. So that is the thing that I recommend. But if I pay it off in 6 years and I do have 580,000 miles, looks like at that point I will need a new battery, which will cost $30,000, and then also cost of ownership during a period of 5 to 6 years. I will not go without expenses, so that means I will still pay money for something. So I think ultimately an expense like that will actually cost you money. So you're better off saving your money, go to the car auction and buy a car at the car auction. If you want to do like Uber Black, just get one of those and then do it. At least the car is going to be paid for. If you don't like what you're doing, you could always quit and sell the car. Well, sell the car and quit, basically. But if you are paying the car off, seriously, like within 1 year, like I am serious, you will have anywhere from 100 to 120 miles, 1,000 miles within your first year of ownership. So in that amount of time, you will no longer have warranty. If you thought about, oh, warranty, that will help me, that will save me. No, it's not going to help you anymore. It's not going to save you anymore, because you're